go, fight.
And Kyle Bochniak, very aggressive, closing that distance, trying to mitigate that reach advantage, and bobbing and weaving like Mike Tyson here.
Appropriate for New York. It's the right strategy, closing the distance on the taller guy.
Yeah, it certainly is. The difference is, in these two and the way they move, that Kyle Bochniak does everything very well, whereas Zabit is elite. He's elite in his movements, elite in his striking. It doesn't mean that Kyle can't crack him, but it means it's a tough puzzle to solve.
One thing, though, you don't...
Look at that side kick.
You don't get into a technique battle with a technician. You brawl him. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. And that's a smart move, I believe. Standing on the outside with this really long guy who's got fantastic striking is a terrible idea. But look how calm Zabit is.
That's it, man. The composure, the fluidity for a relative UFC newcomer less than a year on the roster. Looks the part, man.
I think when you grow up in Dagestan, this is nothing.
Look, you ask what's in the water. They don't have any. Okay, when you grow up and you're hungry and you're fighting to live, this isn't going to scare you, man.
Right.
Blood's in the water.
Yeah, 100%.
10 straight wins for Magomed Sharipov. He has finished his last 8 victories.
Ooh. Bochniak is essentially just bobbing and weaving, trying to punch, whereas he's got to close so much more distance. If he had a better kicking game, he'd be able to work that leg, especially that left front leg. Oh, man. Phenomenal high kick there.
Wrapped it right around that right ear of Kyle Bochniak.
It's the way he's doing it, too. It's so fluid.
When you talk to Mark Henry and Ricardo Almeida about this guy, they just light up.
You want to talk about an underrated coach. Mark Henry is one of the best of the best.
Fantastic.
And such a mind for fighting.
Well, the kicking game, big part of the repertoire for Zabit. He has landed 16 and counting here in round 1.
And Ricardo Almeida, decent jiu-jitsu, pretty good on that side of the spectrum. Got to give him some love.
Oh, man. Oh. This guy is so fast. And again, always in good position. Even if he misses, he's always ready to fire back.
And the hard part is getting ready for a guy like this. I need a 145-pounder who's almost 6'2" and this quick. You're not going to find these kind of sparring partners. You're just not.
Yeah, you're not. And if you find a guy who's as good as him on the ground, you're not going to find a guy who's as good as him on the feet and not as good in transitions. I mean, he's got a very advanced game.
Zabit thought about a late shot. Both guys connect in that exchange.
There, gentlemen. All right, round 2, ready? Ready? Fight. Go.
Bochniak starting round 2 similarly to the way he started round 1.
I mean, he's as game as they come.
And Bochniak's corner advice wasn't wrong. Get in there. You're at the wrong range. Hit him with more than 2 or 3. You got to throw a lot of combinations to get inside on a tall guy, but easier said than done.
Was Bochniak just taking a page out of Max Holloway's book?
I think he did. He asked him to stand right in front, and Zabit's like, "No, I'll just kick you in the ribs, dude."
Don't expect a fighter from Dagestan to get all emotional on you.
Yeah, look at that beautiful duck under.
Man.
Oh, man. And again, Zabit can do this just as well as he can strike. This is what's crazy about this guy. Woo, man.
Great mat return. Great mat return.
Oh, man. This dude is so good. He's so good, man.
And that easy transition, body lock to double leg. A lot of people would have gone high and given that up, gone back to the clinch. He immediately changes level.
And we have to realize that we're looking at a guy who's only had 2 fights in the octagon. Right. This is his 3rd MMA fight in the UFC. And he's yet to face world-class opposition. But what you're seeing from him is world-class talent.
Right. Well, and largely a lot of the world-class competition doesn't want much to do with this guy.
Yeah, he's a very avoided guy, and you're seeing why. And again, me watching it at home, I was impressed. But me watching it live, I'm like, oh, okay. It's everything. It's the way it's all glued together. It's not just the kicks and the punches. It's the way they flow together.
Some pretty significant swelling now that Bochniak will have to deal with. Less than a minute here to go round 2.
But like Zabit does not have to worry about leg kicks. Zabit does not have to worry about doubles. You know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
Bochniak is a tough dude, but he just doesn't have a well-rounded arsenal.
Not a submission threat per se.
There's a takedown attempt.
Way
easily
too far
stuffed.
outside. Way too far outside. When you have to worry about 2 weapons, your opponent has to worry about 7. It's a different kind of fight.
Yeah. Oh, look at that spinning back fist. Oh, caught him with a knee, stepping in.
Bochniak just out of range with that right hand. Still trying to close the distance. Zabit sticks and moves.
Man. Oh.
Huh.
Man.
All right, gentlemen, fight.
Yeah, listen, I'll take this over everything else. You can teach a guy skills. You can't teach a guy to be this. What Kyle Bochniak is a savage. Look at him. The kid's taking a beating for 2 rounds, gets off his chair and gives us a Ric Flair.
And now that forehand leaking
Look
pretty
at that.
good for Bochniak.
There's another one.
You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what Kyle Bochniak's trying to do.
This kid has a very, very strong mind. There's no question about that. He just doesn't have all the weapons. He's got good hands, but he's at a reach disadvantage with a guy who's more explosive and crisper technically. And he doesn't have a lot of kicks. Oh, man. Look at that.
Perfect timing on that. Caught him coming in with a spinning kick and shortened up on it.
Look at that.
Pretty good level change there. Bochniak snuffed it out, though.
He's showing some signs of slowing down. He's human with a minute to go.
Yeah, check the clock there. It reads 1 minute in this 3rd and final round.
If Bochniak was going to turn it on and get this fight back, it's got to be now in the last minute. Like you said, Joseph, first time Zabit has looked human.
Brooklyn crowd getting behind these 2 warriors. Again.
Bochniak coming back. Zabit looked at the clock again.
What a rocky story this would be. Only 30 seconds left.
Deep breath from Bochniak. We'll see if he's got one final flurry here.
Bochniak coming on strong. He connected with that right hand. Oh!
Spinning from Zabit.
Look at this. Oh! This is crazy.
What a fight! They are standing and cheering at Barclays Center. Zabit Sharipov and
we're all
Kyle
standing
Bochniak
up. That was
turn in a classic.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Zabit